The Holy Spirit gives birth to spiritual life. Not you come to spiritual life, then the Holy Spirit do something afterwards. No, the Holy Spirit gives birth to spiritual life. So before you be born again, the Holy Spirit got to conceive you. That's what that means. So the Holy Spirit conceives a person. Now, people want to argue and be like, they want to argue doctrine and words and definitions. But once again, if you understand the natural thing, your mother conceived you, right? Yeah. When you was being conceived, did you know your mother was conceiving you? No. You didn't even know what a mother was when your mother was conceiving you. You didn't know what a womb was. You didn't even know where you came from. In the womb, you ain't felt when God was putting together your fingers and toes and stuff. When you was forming in your mother's womb. You didn't have no clue about those things. And then one day, you broke forth. Boom! Wah! Looking for the milk by nature. All right? So when your natural mothers conceived y'all didn't know your mothers was conceiving y'all. You just learned that your mother conceived you after you were born. The same thing with the Holy Spirit. When the Holy Spirit is bringing people into spiritual life, no one who is experiencing it knows that it's happening until they're born again. Then they learn how they were conceived. All right? And that's why Christ said, but the Holy Spirit gives birth to spiritual life. So don't be surprised when I say you must be born again. The wind blows wherever it wants, just as you can hear the wind, but can't tell where it comes from, where it's going. So you can't explain how people are born of the Spirit. So when we understand natural birth and then we understand spiritual birth, then we understand how election, predestination, and some people say, they use the other words like regeneration precedes faith and all of a sudden people want to argue their logistics, but the way that it actually happens is just like natural birth. No one knows the mother. You don't know your mama when you're in her womb. You're just surviving off of her, but you don't know her. You don't have knowledge. When you're conceived, you don't even have knowledge of that. You learn it when you grow in wisdom. So the same thing with the Lord. The Lord's telling Nicodemus, hey man, you should have known this. The Lord talked about this. You a master of Israel don't know these things? And so he said, you must be born again. But you can't explain how it happens by way of the Spirit. It's like the wind.